How's it going, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez, aka Big D. It's time to review Minority Report Season 1, Episode 2, titled Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I just had to do that. Alice Cooper up in there. Surprisingly, they didn't play that. Now, that's a real classic, man. Even to them, the 2054 or something like that. Yeah, that's legendary. They never even heard of Alice Cooper back in their day, man. So sad. Beyonce is a classic to them, or an oldie, you know. So, whew. Thank God we're alive in this time, shall we? Beyonce ain't bad. I'm just saying, you know, like, damn, that's a classic, son. That ain't nothing here. Anyway, here we go. Spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, go to fox.com/Minority Report. Watch the full episode there. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons of final score. I'm just going to recap real quick, rush through it, tell you my opinions. Thanks for joining. Don't forget, I also review shows that are showed on Monday, Blind Spot, and Tuesday. A lot of shows, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Muppets, much more. So check it out on my channel. Links down below to some things that are needed. Whew! Here we go. So, checkmate, man. I mean, Dash is really good at playing, what is it called? I was going to say checkers, chess and everything, and he's really fast because he's a really smart guy. And he sees this vision of a woman getting stabbed, and Vega and Blake, they're in a training simulation, and he ends up, Dash is still having visions, and Dash visits Arthur. He visits Arthur, and Arthur needs a case file from Vega. So they go to a club called Club Alpha, because they're like, you know what, we don't need Arthur, let's go and do it ourselves and look for this girl. So they have this thing on a wristband where they touch it and it tells you like the probability of you getting with that person, 51%. Who knows, you know, like, ooh, well, we might work out after that. I can't see Dash and Vega being together, but if that does happen, I guess I'm okay with that. Not anytime soon, but if the show makes it to a second season, we'll see what goes on there. So Dash sees this girl and he makes this guy throw up because he has like the it stuns him and he's like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he kicked ass. And I think that was a kick ass too when kick girl, whatever. She does it and like the girl throws up and something and she even has diarrhea. I was like, that's so amazing. Make one for real. So they make this guy throw up and he sees the killer and he has a moving tattoo. It's 2054, they have a moving tattoo. How cool is that? How do you even do a tattoo? Is that just like, I don't even know. That's some technology, man. So Dash talks to Athiga. I think I got that right. Agatha, which is his sister, and she's like a hologram and everything, and I literally mean like, damn, this is some pretty weird technology. So they're going after Tyson, who they think is the killer, the suspect. So Tyson, he's a master of seduction. What a way to pick up the ladies, you know. Well, you know, I'm good at seduction. Oh, really? Piss off, mate. All that. So Dash killed a person last week in the first episode, and it really doesn't bother him right now. And Vega tries to lure Tyson in. You know, she's gonna be like, "Well, we can stop the death if I lure him in." And then he doesn't work. It doesn't work. He doesn't buy it. So they end up getting files, and Valderrama's character, whose name is Blake, he's talking about this Hawkeye project that's going to be next week's episode, and it's coming. Moira was the case. It's the death of Dash and Arthur and Agatha's mother, and the mom file, the X-Files, the mom's files, and Arthur gives Vega the name of the In Club, and it basically says who the victim's going to be. Her name is Blanca. So Blake shows up to Club Alpha, and you know, I love how Dash is just trying to talk to Blanca. You're a 7. Never go up to a woman and just say, hey, like if you're trying to pick them up, hey, you know the scale? I would rate you a 7. It's not gonna work, man. Blanca and Tyson are in a cab, and we find out that he's not the killer because he didn't even go home with Blanca. So Harlan is the killer. He's the bartender there at Club Alpha. Blanca gets she goes back for her purse when it's closed. It's kind of stupid. And basically, he ties her up. He's going to kill her, probably rape her. And there's a firefight. It was a firefight, basically going down. And the glass, basically, Vega's blinded. She shoots, and glass falls everywhere, and it injures Harlan. and he's arrested. Agatha sees a vision of Vega looking at her and her brothers when they are unconscious back in 2034, somewhere around there. At least she saw a vision. So, what did I think about this episode overall, guys? The second episode. Honestly, I do have to say I enjoyed it a little bit more than the premiere last week. Is it better? You know, some parts are, some parts aren't. I'll get to the pros right now. The effects and the technology in here are interesting and very fun. And very cool to see a 2054 time. You know, it has a lot of cool technology, and the guns in here always work as well. I do love the checkmate, that whole little segment there. Dash is very funny. Dash is a likable character. I think I always said that, where Dash is a character I want to see more often. Obviously, he's the main character, and he's just very likable, like I said. The killer was Harlan. Yeah, I know it's a cheesy twist, but honestly, the way that he was like she's like, what's your name? Like, Jeffrey? You know, shut up. Like, the way that he used, like, pure psycho, man, and I like that, because Tyson would have been just like that rich guy type of thing, but this guy literally, he looked psycho for the first thing, so I love how that, I didn't even see it coming, and it worked really well. The training with Blake and Vega, I literally thought when she was like, uno, dos, tres, I literally thought she was actually, like, in real life battle. That's pretty cool that was a training simulation, you know, that was really cool. Tyson, the character Tyson, he was interesting, and the seduction and the whole thing where it didn't work out with Vega and everything. He was a real douche, man, but I enjoyed those parts. Arthur, man, we got to see Arthur a little bit. You know, he's likable sometimes, and he's a douche, and, you know, a lot of people are douches in this show, but still Arthur, I think, the parts that he was in there. The thing that I didn't like was the case. I'll get to that in a second. But the cabs and the twist in there and how that Tyson's not the killer, that was really good, because obviously I didn't see that coming. And the cab, how it kind of looks like it drives forward and then drives backwards. That's a really cool thing. Club Alpha, all the scenes in Club Alpha, even the action scene there with the lights and everything and the directing within that was totally fine. The guy helping them, Dash and Vega, the one who puts the stuff on his head, and he's like, he worked with him before in 2034 or whatever, like when they were kids. So that guy, I don't know his name specifically, but he's really cool. I really dig him. Also, as well, the vision when it showed the knife and everything, it was really uncomfortable and really like the head smacking against the pavement and everything. So always, as well, the vision got me excited. Not like that. The cons. The ending fight, dude, it ended literally with just glass falling on the guy. The ending wasn't really fun. It wasn't really hyped. It wasn't really, you know, like you could sink your teeth into. The ending fight wasn't that good. They don't show Blanca again. Oh yeah, she just died on the floor, tied up. You know, we never see her again. We never see if she's safe. We never see how she's coping with life. Maybe she becomes a psychotic killer. Who knows? They really, Mora case, you got them to get your mom's case? Really? Agatha. I'm not a big fan of Agatha, man. I'm literally just starting to die down with Agatha. I don't really like her per se. I know she's part of the story, but I just wish the brother and they could all just work together, honestly. It would have been better if it was just two brothers, not a sister. I don't know how the way it was in the movie, but Agatha is not working for me that much. It was a little slow at times, just a little bit. And also, Wilder Valderrama, I like him, but Blake, he just shows up randomly in this show, and it's kind of like, dude, why are you everywhere? Go back to Demi Lovato. Like, seriously, every time he shows up, it's kind of like, really? You're here? You're not even needed, dude. Just back off. And I love Wilder Valderrama, man. He's not a bad actor or anything. I'm just saying, like, really, his character shows up randomly, and it's kind of like, really, we didn't need you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give the second episode of Minority Report a solid B. It's a good episode overall, but secondarily, it's a C. It goes from okay because, you know, it's again that case of the week, which it wasn't bad, but then the ending boss battle, it's kind of like you just wasted 45 minutes of your life just to see a 2-minute battle, and that's it. You know, cut to commercial between the battle. It's the same old hash formula, man. It's kind of getting annoying already because Blind Spot's doing it, other shows are doing it, so I'm kind of annoyed by that. But again, it was just a good episode. It was a little bit better than the first episode. You know, it had a little more some Arthur in there and Agatha and the technology and all that. So it does lead a little bit more into the society of their Dash and Vega. So comment down below. Let me know what you think about Minority Report, and I'll be seeing you guys next week for more. Spot be with you. always.